your dungeon needs. For me, Relaxo, the dungeon dude. I can whip any space into evil shape in no time flat. You come down here, oh look, the whole area would be great for a crypt. But it's totally open, no gate, no trap, not even an evil talking door. I can fix that for you. And check out these recent before and after photos from my latest project. I took this boring hallway, made it into an awful chamber. We can put paladins, thieves, or even city councils who don't want your housing development. And look at this, an unfinished first floor workspace. What do? I make it a nightmare scenario. I provided the ghouls, the hex, the giant face, even the child ghost. And I can do all that for you. So if you need a dungeon, you need the dungeon dude. Summon me, Relaxo, today! I have no insurance. I have no insurance. I have no insurance. I have no insurance. I have no insurance.
Everybody, thanks for checking out the Chris Gethard Show podcast. That's really cool that you're checking this out.
We're about to do, I think, the dumbest show we've done in years.
His life would be trashed! And you better believe I'm trashed.
We are scrappy trash people.
What's the point of this show? I just turned it on.
We've always been with
We've
this show.
always been trash people. We will always be trash people.
It's true.
This doesn't feel real.
Void is risen indeed.
Ha ha.
Welcome to that post show with me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and with me, as always, is intern Crowdwork.
Hello, I'm Emily.
Emily Pineapple of We Are Trash People.
I am possessing the dormant form of intern Christy.
Yes.
I believe their name is.
Intern Comedy.
So tired you had to say it in both chats. Blog me too. Why am I so tired, Fluval? The studio lights.
Yes.
They're blind. No,
Do you see what I see? Which is Saturn eating his baby.
that was so fucking good. Holy shit. Y'all, we saw that show.
Tally Medell
show.
was so good.
We watched that show tonight.
We watched that show hosted by Chris Gethard.
And holy shit, was
Holy
it amazing.
shit. Gary Goldman closed it out.
Gary Goldman, who you, of course, know as Intern Forrest's boss's favorite comedian.
Intern Forrest's former boss's favorite comedian. And who definitely had as a kinship to Gethard in the he has his special The Great Depression. Gary Goldman does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he closed out that show in his modern, more Frank Zappa-y form. You missed that show this week. Well, don't you worry. You can still purchase the VOD at ucbcomedy.com.
Salvet
Omnes.
Yeah, there was a nip slip. There was a lot of nip. There was quite a bit of nip, and it was fucking hilarious.
Well, they were mostly fake nips.
Yeah.
But I said mostly.
Dane Cook
That
comedy
makes sense.
tour.
Yeah. I mean, Gary Goldman's been around for a long time.
Oh, I assume so. Given
What?
The fact that he was Intern Forrest's boss's favorite comedian.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
It was not just out.
It was not just out.
Get to
But
talking
we'll get to
about
Saturn.
that. Because, friends, we currently do not have Susie's time tonight.
No, there is no Susie's time
Rip
tonight.
to Susie's time.
R.I.P. Really not a Susie's time.
So we can get right into, that's right, our notes.
Yeah.
Our notes about the show.
It started. The first act was at first, of course, we were introduced to the That Show short form improv troupe,
which is fantastic.
which is Yoni
We love.
Latan, Maggie Olmstead, and late to the show Joey Dardano.
Precisely.
And they were great. It was great because Gethard really wanted to non-meta, non-ironically do short form.
That's true. The first act was the
Well, that was
dancing
Yoni.
foot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the dancing foot was Yoni.
Amazing.
Yoni Latan, who has appeared on Planet Scum adjacent shows before too, and of course was on Hacks, which I suppose is itself
Short form.
a Planet Scum adjacent show at this point.
Yes.
Because
Which was
what with the Robbie and the Yoni,
yeah, exactly.
he was on Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as well, and he was semi-Freddo on Chris Gethard Presents, specifically on the episode The Fancy Ones with Nick Nanny and Sebastian Di Natale. Yoni, absolutely. The Adrian Brody impressions are great. I mean, you're right. The Dancing Foot was a great intro. He was also Cum Pappy on the Public Access Gethard show.
We love that.
Yoni Latan, I mean. But yeah, I thought it was great. I thought that they do the first. We were introduced to them, but they didn't perform until after Caitlin Cook.
Yes.
And then eventually her fiance AJ Holmes, who together make 2/3 of a threesome, performed comedy music.
Missy Information said, I believe about the first song about ghosts. Why am I in this song?
Well, it wasn't about it was about ghosting.
Yeah, it was about being the recipient of a ghost.
Yes.
Thing.
Yes.
Laser Mushroom, wow, she's got a great voice. She fucking does.
She does. Yeah, and that one was about like how she jumps to the worst conclusion and are they dead or did they just ghost?
Oh, yeah.
Like, were they the victim of a mass shooting or did they just decide to ghost me? The "you been inside me" line rang true. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
It was a great song. And then, of course, Caitlin's second song was Cute Animal Facts.
Amazing.
Which was very good. And I almost feel like, I know that they did them in that order because of the technical problem with projector and stuff being in, like, giving away slides too early. But I almost feel like that order worked better.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it felt like an escalation from the ghosting one. Given the horrible things those animals are up to.
I also, so this Emily the Sleep Talker song.
Yeah.
Missy says that she may have seen it on social media. I think I did also.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure that it made the rounds on TikTok.
That was the one she performed with AJ Holmes, her fiance. Yeah, that one definitely felt the most familiar in terms of her songs.
1B apparently had full conversations in their sleep. That's hilarious. And Kuro Metariku says, girls with low self-esteem enough to sleep with me say I talk in my sleep. Aww. But you have such funny lines.
And you won the box show.
Yeah. Yeah. Esme A. I heard that Connor guy was at Edinburgh.
Yeah, because Geth brought up how Edinburgh is like a big deal for alt comedy in New York. And the foundation of a lot of off-Broadway shows.
And Missy, again, so impressed that John Mulaney invented this format.
I did love that they briefly cut to that clip.
The hands was amazing.
Well, and by the hands, you mean after Caitlin Cook's set, they did the
Italian
short form
Ethiopian food.
Yeah, they did the game like they do on Who's Line because it was short form improv where Connor was a guest on a morning show and Yoni Latan played his hands. And then Maggie Olmstead played as Gethard said, "You're the Kathy Lee or the Hoda." On this show. Yeah, they did the hands and they put a tarp down. They had a lot of messy food. They had a whipped creamed pie. When Yoni picked up pickles, Connor was like, "No pickles. No.
He freaked out. He's like, "That is an ingredient.
Like,
we will not use.
We will not use pickles."
Because he fucking hates pickles.
He hates pickles.
There were 2 tarp sketches.
Well,
They picked it up for.
I would say there was 1 tarp sketch and 1 tarp performance art piece. I don't think so.
It was great. DGO's Slifey. DG goes Slifey. Unironically enjoying the short form improv at the
The UCB Theater in New York City.
I cannot read.
UCB,
unironically
the UCB,
enjoying this short form improv on the UCB.
UCBIO,
stage.
UCBIO, UCBIO, TSC, UCBIO,
What's TSC?
TSC, the Second City, USBIO, TSC, TUSB, TNIY. TUCBTINY. Annoyance. Theater sports.
Precisely.
Yeah. Short form, long form. Short form, long form. Short form, long form. Short form, long form. Ground leads. Ground leads. Now we're in a Herald opening.
Next we had
What? What did we have?
the musical Basketball
Guy, the musical by Maria Randazzo, who shouted, and Mary Houlihan got a shout out in her intro.
Yeah.
Of course. Be sure to follow Mary
Life is an organic herald. Oh no.
Life is like a herald here in Duckburg.
1B, Def getting the voicemail, the musical vibes.
Yeah, which is the musical, a musical that Vic did. Vic Michaelis, or Vehicular Manslaughter Michaelis.
And Lena said, I love that she's taking the Vic Michaelis presenting a business plan on Game Changer route.
Life is like a herald. Here's a group game.
And it was very funny, and I really enjoyed it. I especially liked the Bad Coach song.
I liked the Bad Coach song. The mommies, the Gethard correctly pointing out the ominous energy of capitalizing mommies.
Yes. Lena, I'm gonna need Jess McKenna on this musical ASAP.
Yeah.
Also, Chris is a mommy, confirmed.
Because Chris played both the Bad Coach and the mommy.
And then Live, Laugh, Blue Lives.
Yeah, because there's a Republican presence in the town that
there just happens to be a
Basketball Guy the musical takes place.
Presence, and it's just what it is.
I mean, what I think is one thing I think was really cool about this one is, and this is getting a little bit ahead, but this is the first time we've had a returning bit. So, like, theoretically, Maria could continue to build out Basketball Guy the musical and like flesh it out if she wanted to. Now, like, the precedent has been established that bits can return and grow.
That is true.
The human nipple plunger.
Yeah. Next we had Party Games.
Party Quirks.
Sorry.
Quirks.
With Jeffrey Epstein. Steen. Jeffrey Epstein.
But you know what? Mispronounce his name. What do I care?
Reba and an MLM mommy. And boy, was I like, damn, I really could not tell you anything, like more than one thing about Reba.
She was Colonel Sanders. That didn't come up?
I could have told you that she
Yeah.
has red hair.
As soon as I knew.
Nothing else.
Oh,
Apparently she sang that song.
I'm a survivor.
Yes,
Well,
make
that was
sure to watch Game Changer.
That was the theme song of her WB sitcom. A single mom who works too hard, who loves her kids and never stops, with gentle
I've heard
hands
that
and a heart.
song.
That's her song. That's the song that they're referencing.
Does she sing that
Yeah.
song? Oh.
She performs it. It's the theme song to her show.
Oh.
Who I am is who I want to be. I'm a survivor.
Her daughter on the show was Naomi Wildman, who I do not know who that is.
Let's see. Let's look at Reba's hits and see which of them you've heard.
I'm going to guess that one.
I'm going to guess I don't know that many either. I don't want to be a one-night stand.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like the love between a woman and a man.
Okay.
Glad I waited just for you.
Fancy.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
She's the little half-human girl with horns on Voyager.
Reba is?
From the mirror dimension with Harry Kim. Okay.
Okay.
I have seen that.
I've seen that episode.
Yeah. I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, I just don't know country.
Yeah, and so that was a fun game. And
Whoa,
now
she did a cover of In the Ghetto with Hootie.
Okay.
Darius Rucker. Not Clancy Kramer, who used to have his Instagrams.
So,
What's up?
that was all wonderful. Can we get to the next sketch?
I mean, I think that there's way more to dig into in this. Yeah, of course we can get to Saturn eating his son. I don't.
Okay, so this is the tarp performance art piece.
Yes,
They,
by Tally
they
Medell.
lay out a tarp, right? Wiz, you didn't see this, right?
Another bacon
Okay.
cheddar ranch.
So they bring out a tarp. Jersey Dave
Yeah.
lays it out all
Yeah.
careful. Then the
Yeah.
lights go down. The lights come up red.
Blood red.
Blood red. We have this
Blood
performer
red.
with hair all fucked
Yes.
up and like the loincloth and just something.
A vague meat-like thing in their mouth.
That they're. Oh, they want me to say who Reba looks
Who
like?
does Reba look like?
Fucking Reba.
I'm a survivor. She looks like Colonel Sanders when she plays Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
Did you know she?
Oh,
played
she looks like the lady from Sex and the City, the lawyer lady.
Miranda.
Is that Reba?
This is Reba. No, Reba is not on Sex in the City. I forgot about the Pope's kissing picture.
Okay, I might have been confusing those two women in my head.
Miranda, you thought Reba ran for governor of New York or mayor of New York City or whatever Miranda ran for?
I just the faces are mixed up in my
No,
head.
I see it.
Okay, so
Cynthia Nixon.
and there's like this wonderful like noise cue that goes with the red lights, and he's like, and then the lights come up, and Saturn's just like,
This is Cynthia Nixon.
okay, they look reasonably
Yeah.
similar,
Anyway,
and it's just like, oh, what have I done? Amazing. It's just this whole thing, and they're wearing like this ridiculous hair, and they're wearing nipple pasties over their nipples of nipples.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The pasties are nipples. But they're
nipples
like
all the way down.
Saturn nipples, like old man
Yeah.
Saturn with like the thing, and then he's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, someone got a picture of me, and then it like has the painting of Saturn eating his son, and he's like, oh, it doesn't even matter the context.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. And then he has fucking Chris Gethard like eat some of the baby, which was apparently like raw chicken
Yeah,
or
Gethard
wax.
said it was raw chicken.
But that it was waxy
Yeah.
and like it got all fucked up and like mixed up with the hair and the hair
Yeah.
fell out. And then someone passed Saturn some bread. Because
Well, the bread was from when Connor was
Yeah.
an Italian-Ethiopian chef.
And it was really good. It was really good. It was just like, it was Saturn. It was like this intense, like, grandpa Greek accent talking about eating his sons.
They were great. I mean, but they... Yeah, and then Chris Gethard ate some of the baby. I mean, look, that's what people thought when he did his satanic ritual on M&N. Or on True TV.
Hashtag just a dad trying to do his best.
Hashtag just a dad trying to do his best. Also, Tally...
Which is what he said.
That's what they said. But he Saturn.
Sorry, that's what Saturn.
Tally, yeah.
He Saturn said.
Yeah.
They Talia, one of the stars of
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Then and they're great. I think they also. I mean, they also were
Tally.
On Tally. They were also on Googie Morning.
And they are a huge clowning person.
Yeah, and their website has quotes from people like Maria Bamford saying, "I took classes with the wonderful Tally Medell, and it helped me grow as a stand-up comedian."
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah. And also here, I'm going to pull it up because I love their site. You go to the classes section and it goes, "Hey, you want to take a clown class? Get over here. Scorpion, Mortal Kombat, 1995.
Amazing.
But I hate clowns. Like Nightmare Clowns, It and John Wayne Gacy, that's not what we're doing. Then why call it a clown class?
That's not what we're doing.
Let clown be an umbrella noun, verb, and adjective. Think physical theater, comedy, and improvisation. We're finding ourselves within ourselves a very playful, very physical, very open, immensely stupid, very childish creature whom the audience can't take their eyes off." And like that's so perfect for what Saturn was.
And additionally, I know that intern Forrest is often sitting next to me back on Earth being like, wow, I wonder what I'm going to do art of. Will it be the foot?
Yeah.
Will it be, the basketball, the musical?
Will
and then
it be Josh
Saturn
Sharp?
Appeared and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, no. We know what the art will be of.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
thank you,
fucking
Wiz.
died.
Thank you, Wiz.
That is amazing. Yes, that will be stolen. Thank you.
Thank you, Wiz. It was already kind of the idea I had. But they also did choreography for Joe Pera Talks With You.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I mean, they're great. And like they're part of the BCC faculty with Riley.
Oh, sick.
And so they're on some of the BCC jams, which are for faculty and students. Well, it ends with like the student teacher jam. Before that, it's like a faculty improv show. It's called Tenure. Also, their advanced level students did a show called Now That's Bolero.
Oh, which isn't the card game.
No, that's Balatro. Bolero is the song that Missy really likes and Blog also really likes. We have talked about Bolero.
Is that one?
No.
Oh.
But
you said it wasn't that one.
I'm just doing what you did.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's from Carmen? One. Okay.
No, yours is from Carmen. This is Bolero. Let's go to the bassoon. No. Let's go to the trombone. Yeah, last time it came up on that show.
Can you skink to it?
Missy just hopped on stream to tell us about Bolero. Homer, that's still Mary Had a Little Man. It really pops once all the parts come in.
But sooner or later.
It is 14 minutes. Yeah. I'm surprised this hasn't become an airline's theme song yet.
Right?
Like, if Blue Danube can become an airline's theme song, why not this?
I never want to move on from Saturn.
Rhapsody in Blue is one. Yeah. No, I know. It's United.
Are we just gonna listen to the rest of this song?
Who do you think that guy is?
The conductor?
No, the metal guy.
Oh,
The bust. The metal man.
that's a good question. Ravel? Who's Ravel?
Ravel. Hey, it's Baron Boy, man. Are we allowed to show Bear Boyms on Twitch? I want to hit the giant drum. Me too.
But speaking of giant drums,
Mega Man.
the next bit after the incredible Saturn eating his son.
Then it was time for crowd work.
That's right!
Somehow crowd work returned with Josh Sharp.
He was back!
Yes.
Back in his awesome suit with the lights and the camera on his head. He once again became entirely distracted by the latency and portal to hell. And
Ravel wrote it.
Interesting.
There is the podcast app, might be Radiolab, sounds like Radiolab, about a woman who painted what her mind saw as Bolero and began to obsessively paint it over and over. And it turns out she had the same degenerative brain disease in her frontal lobe that Ravel had as he was composing Bolero.
That's interesting. Crowd work!
Crowd work!
That was amazing. I love that 1B knew one of the guys.
Yeah.
He said that he did audio and video stuff. And apparently he's in 1B's union.
Yes, and said he confirmed he was telling the truth about his job, but could not confirm if he was telling the truth about his relationship.
He also said he had a shirt that said, "I drank from the human blender."
Yeah, and
amazing shirt.
1BBBR was sitting next to him when he drank from the human blender.
Yeah, that is pretty neat.
Tally Medell was also the alpha
Yeah.
on the Chris Gethard show.
The alpha?
Yep.
Okay.
Also played Adam Duritz on Arachne and Mary Bailey and multiple other characters on the special without Brett Davis. Was Clayne Diane Lane in 2 episodes about traffic school.
Missing information. There is a doll artist who did the same thing. She started having dreams of a crying clown and changed her whole life to start sculpting this crying clown from her dreams. And then they found out she had a brain tumor.
Yeah.
And once they took it off, she didn't see the clown anymore.
But she kept doing them.
Yeah, she kept sculpting.
But Tally was also in the video for Passion Pit's Cry Like a Ghost.
Ooh.
But you know where else you might know Tally from?
Where?
They were part of Cocoon Central Dance Crew.
Oh!
Yeah, remember Cocoon Central Dance Crew?
Yes!
From the Gethard Show episode, Ruin This Show? Yeah. So, yeah, that was part of, that was part of
she
why
was
it was
totally
so exciting
okay.
when Tally showed up in Everything Everywhere All at Once as Becky.
Yeah, exactly. Which is wonderful. I too am glad that she was okay.
Yeah, but the crowd work, I loved.
Yes.
There were some great quotes. I loved when it degenerated into how our TV's made.
Mm-hmm.
And the quote of, shame how fast light moves.
Yeah. Shame how fast light moves.
And I loved seeing Joey Giordano sucked into the prism of being and infinity.
Yep, the prism of being and infinity.
I loved that he got the scientific breakdown of latency.
Yeah. Amazing.
I liked how much more of a structured focus on matchmaking he had this time.
Yeah.
So
that
it really
was great.
did feel distinct despite it being him wearing the helmet again.
It was very funny how many teachers were in the crowd. I think
Yeah.
it was Lena that said teachers have to go hard, and that is so true.
I've only known...
teachers gotta party hard.
Yeah.
That is so true. Of all of the teachers that I have known, they are the people who have partied the hardest.
I've known
These are the
one.
people...
Who didn't?
Yeah, literally only one who
Yeah.
didn't, and she's an older lady. Like every other teacher I've known
Was a single mom, too.
yeah, like has had an insane amount of energy. Like even
Yeah.
the ones who like I know who like don't party is like my aunt does not party. But this bitch can go all night.
Oh,
She
I
can
didn't
run
mean-
on 3 hours
No.
of sleep and do like 50 activities in a
I meant
day.
intern Forrest's mom
Crazy.
is the one who doesn't party as hard.
It was comedian teacher night. Yeah.
It did seem like it. It
Yeah.
Was it was industry night, but the industries were film and teaching.
Yeah. The teachers love crowd work. That's right, Laser
That's
Mushroom.
the thing. This is the time they're going to need to cut loose the most, given everything going on out there in that crazy
Yup.
world of yours full of low-class bottom shelf suffering and not
Bottom
the high-tier
goddamn
shuffering of trivia.
shelf. Bottom
Shuffering is
shelf.
what I said, by the way. Shuffering.
Something that you can always
That's
do
how... That's...
is look up who your local teacher unions
Yeah.
want you to vote for.
Oh, yeah, vote like they want.
And what, like, things they want you to vote in, and
Yeah.
just do those things.
Yeah, you generally should. Also, shuffering is like a whole other level beyond suffering.
Shuffering is a
Because you
level
have to
beyond.
be quiet while you suffer it. You have to
Yeah.
shush and suffer.
Yeah, it's a shuffering.
Hence the name of shuffering.
The Richard Scarry reference.
That was great. I always loved
He
the
was like,
yeah.
an attorney. We finally got a Richard
Yeah.
Scarry job.
Intern Forrest has never had a Richard Scarry job.
Neither have I.
I have.
Oh, well, yeah, Trivia Master.
Yeah, there's the rare Richard Scarry book all about trivia. Mm-hmm. It's actually Richard Scarry's Scary Stories.
Help is available. You don't have to shush for a no.
Richard Scarry's Scary Town.
Lena got like the last like quotes of Josh Sharp's set. Crowd work. We gotta find more jobs. Oh, the tariffs.
That was so funny.
He like asked someone
In like the lobby.
in the lobby. We didn't get any of the audio
No.
from this person.
No.
So we only heard, we're like, oh, and how are the finances? Oh, the tariffs.
He went, oh, the
no
tariffs,
idea
and
what
ran
this
to the
guy
bathroom.
said.
Oh, yeah, and also that's true. If you're not a parent, you
Yes.
can still run for school board. Keep the Bible pushing anti-science voucher weirdos out.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Elect
See
the
what
Fluval
your-
pushing pro-science anti-voucher weirdos in.
Exactly. Find out what your unions want and do them. Do that. Do those things.
I know you're busy people in a busy town, but do what your union wants.
Next, we had Freeze. What was it? Freeze Tag?
Yes.
The improv
Which is
game,
Gethard's
freeze
favorite
tag.
short form game, which was interesting.
Very interesting. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I hate that game,
I don't like that one.
personally. I just...
Dare I say I even prefer Zip Zap Zop?
Oh, I love Zip Zap Zop.
Yeah, he said that it was his favorite short form game when he used to do short form tours.
Sure. Lena, Joey has a minimum of 2 short form games to make up for it. That is true.
I know. Yeah, he did it. Yeah. That's what he said in college.
And that was fun. So
I think that of the short form sets, my favorite was Party Quirks, though,
yeah.
which isn't surprising. That was
Yeah.
always one of the games I also preferred in classes. Because, I took improv classes.
Yeah.
I
did.
Fluval took
Yeah.
improv classes.
Fluval
I
did.
already knew I was a master of it, but I took the class anyway because maybe there's some trivia to be unearthed.
Yeah, you know? You're always suffering.
There wasn't, but you never know until you do it. Again, I know. I knew.
Yeah,
But, you have to go through the motions sometimes.
that is true.
Even when you know the outcome is preordained.
Mm-hmm.
Did I improv everywhere? Yeah. At the Universal Citizens Brigade. Fluval Lore Trivia 1. Great question.
Ooh, that is a great question.
Great question. Not next week. Next week is Star Wars.
And then we had our final
Gary.
performer of the night. It was
Gary Goldman.
Gary Goldman, who looked very different when he was, I mean, technically, Forrest's boss was also one of my bosses.
Yeah, that's true.
Her favorite comedian. When he was her favorite comedian, it was a number of years ago.
It was more than that.
But he also looked very different.
It was more all I want for Hanukkah is Christmas era Gary Goldman.
Mm-hmm. Versus like Frank
Boyish.
Zappa.
Yeah, more boyish man Gary Goldman and not Frank Zappa Gary Goldman.
I thought he was fucking hilarious.
I thought he was great.
He had a Dead Eyes reference to the dead eyes of Frank Armisen because he made a joke on Fred Armisen.
Yeah.
Fuck Fred Armisen. What is he a drummer on? What late night show?
Late Night with Seth Meyers.
Well, Gary made a joke and he thought that Fred Armisen would like it, and he looked over at him and he just had dead eyes.
Yeah, just looked up Wild Gary Goldman, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no band anymore.
Oh.
They fired the entire band to save money.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
I mean, the rest were just session musicians. It wasn't like not in a to be clear, the rest were just session musicians in a way of like that's not a way for NBC to save money because session musicians are underpaid, not dismissing session musicians.
Then he had a great joke about how
and Fred Armisen's married to Ricky Lindholm.
What's Ricky Lake up to?
Not being married to Fred Armisen.
What's she up to though?
Putting my session knife away. You're gonna knife me for... He's married to Ricky Lindholm.
Who is that?
Adam Carolla or Ricky Lindholm?
Ricky Lindholm.
The Garfunkel or Oates. I don't remember which she was. The tall one. The one, not Kate
That's
Petrucci.
sad. I don't like that. Poor her. I like her. And that makes me sad that she's married to him. I don't know. I just heard he's not like a great person. And I thought that she was pretty great. She's in the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her, honestly.
So is he.
Yeah, but like...
He's Fester.
Yeah, I thought he was a famously bad boyfriend.
He is.
Like, that is...
He is. Because he was with...
so I hope he's being a better boyfriend to her.
He was married to Elizabeth Moss, and she has said it was a traumatic, awful, and horrible time.
Yeah, so I hope he's a better boyfriend now.
And he's acknowledged it now. But
that doesn't mean that he's...
I'm not saying it means he's better. I'm just saying that he told Howard Stern he was terrible. He dated
a lot
Natasha
of people tell
Lyonne.
Howard Stern how terrible they are, and then they continue to do terrible things.
Did I say he changed? Did I? I didn't say he changed. Did I? I don't think I ever said.
Yeah, Louis C.K. said that too.
I never.
Trump
okay.
said it to
I
to
never
Stern.
said telling Howard Stern you were terrible was a sign you were no longer terrible. I was just reading the page like Ron Burgundy style. Scotchy, scotchy, scotch.
Yep.
Interesting. And what's this signed photo of Fluval, Adam Carolla, and Vince Champ? I only know who one of those people are.
Who's Vince Champ?
That's
also,
the one
who's Adam Carolla?
He was on Loveline. He's the non-Dr. Drew on Loveline, the sex advice radio show. He was on The Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, ew. He's one of those?
He was the co-host of The Man Show with Jimmy Kimmel.
Ew.
And he's a right-wing chud.
Canceled to jail?
Straight to jail.
Wow. That's bad.
Yeah, Adam Carolla is a far-right lunatic now. Yeah.
But at the least...
Okay, he didn't go to jail for comedy.
Gary Goldman was very good. He had a great joke about
Probably.
how if the other boroughs were jealous of the Bronx because they get an article, and he felt like the audience didn't like it as much, and it was very funny how he kept going back to it. But Missy said, "I loved the Bronx joke, Greg."
Yeah.
Which is very funny. I thought that you would get his name wrong.
Greg.
I thought he was great. I don't remember seeing any of his comedy back when I was working. I mean, he must have been like... Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought he was really funny. I really liked the vulnerability that he brought without it being like depressing vulnerability.
The vulnerability is newer to his set, I think. I don't think he was quite as vulnerable back then. But
yeah, it was a great, like, he's like, I am so narcissistic that I feel like you have all watched every single thing that I have put out there, and therefore I cannot repeat any of my jokes from my like late night sets or anything. But I am so like insecure that I need you to laugh at my new jokes. Like, and that was very funny. I thought all of his jokes were funny. I thought he did a great job. And I would love to see him on a lineup with Gethard.
he was also a substitute teacher.
Oh. Well, hey.
After graduating and with a degree in accounting, Gary Goldman worked for 2 years at the Big Six accounting firm Coopers & Lybrand, which is now PricewaterhouseCoopers. While going to comedy club open mics at night, he then began working as a substitute teacher, where he was well known for trying out his stand-up routines on high school students before bringing the routines to their stage at night.
Wait, what did he do? If the tour dates led the police to him, what was he doing?
Not Gary Goldman. Gary Goldman's fine.
No, Vince Champ. What did Vince Champ do? Was he killing people?
No, I'll put it in private chat.
Oh my God. The kind that's like
he is included in that category on Wikipedia.
jump out of a bush and like
I didn't
be a
read that far
stranger
into
doing
it.
that?
I didn't read that far into it because
usually when comedians do what he went to jail for, they do it the way that all of the fucking comedians do it, where they're like, the lines are blurry. The lines, they're so blurry though.
No, Gary Goldman didn't kill anyone. Gary Goldman didn't do anything wrong. Certainly not at this scale.
No, Vince Champ. What? I mean, because otherwise you're going to Google him.
No, yeah, you could say it.
I would be curious. It's that
Yeah,
thing
he's a
that
serial-
comedians do where, oh, the lines are blurry, so I can't really get in trouble for this. But he apparently did it in such a way that the lines were not blurry at all, and like you had to follow the tour dates to figure out who the fuck it was.
He's a serial
That like doesn't happen.
Wait.
Oh.
We do have politics and sensitive social issues.
Oh, so we can
So he's a
say.
serial sexual assaulter.
Yeah, which is like, if you're getting taken down
if only.
for
Then
that,
he'd be a damn hero.
like,
But I'm not actually saying
that's
anyone should get killed illicitly.
wild. Fuck.
Yeah, both Loveline hosts suck now. Loveline is such a canceled show.
God
Because
damn.
Dr. Drew doesn't believe in the vaccine anymore.
Jesus.
Never did.
Keep him in. Why isn't he...
I mean,
I was about to say something very bad.
I don't then. How about that? How about
Like,
you
why
don't?
are we
How
sending,
about-
like, completely innocent people to El Salvador?
Oh, geez. How? Okay, no one
And
should
not
go,
this guy.
No one should go there.
No, obviously no one should
No
go there.
one
That's
should
why
be.
it's bad, because,
No
like,
one.
obviously no one should get sent to the
No
fucking
one.
death camp.
No, he got sentenced in the Clinton administration.
Jesus.
Also, he I'm just saying this. He was known as a clean comic before everything came out. So he's
But
another
he was
of those.
doing it
So he's
badly
another
enough,
of those.
like with a degree of
Yeah.
it's all awful, but with a degree of awfulness that even a bunch of dudes were like, wow, that's not good.
No.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, you know, he sucks. He's very bad.
He goes to Iowa for a life sentence? Okay, so he doesn't get out.
No, he's in Nebraska.
But he's going to Iowa for a life sentence after he gets out?
No. What? No.
That's what Wiz said.
Wait. He's stuck. He's stuck. Wait. He can't leave Iowa after? Oh, he's serving. Okay, I see. So he's serving the
hello,
current.
Purette.
He's serving the current. Hi, Perrette. Why are we talking about this so much?
Puer. Pura. Puer.
Okay, so yes, a comedian is a horrible monster and is serving a sentence in Nebraska and then will serve a life sentence in Iowa.
Okay, that's crazy. Though.
Yeah, you know what?
Like, that
okay.
kind of shit doesn't get prosecuted.
It
So,
does-
like,
well, no,
good thing it was prosecuted, but, like...
Yeah, but you know who's a great comedian who didn't do any of the things that this guy did?
What?
Gary Goldman, the comedian who I'd rather be talking about.
Gary Goldman was very funny. I thought he was very funny. Tell me about some of the things that he's done, Flufel.
Gary Goldman?
Yeah.
Don't put that into the world, Wiz. Don't put that into the world.
This clip, us saying that, like, it sucks that people aren't prosecuted for their crimes.
No, us saying that Gary Goldman hasn't done any of those things.
We can only hope.
He's like an observational comedy guy. His first late night stand-up set was in '99
Oh, wow.
on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and then he was on Letterman the year after. And he was an early Last Comic Standing contestant, which I think is probably where my boss found him.
Oh.
Because she was very into Last Comic. I mean, that's sort of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Boy, Brian Regan, I hope he's not secretly evil. He probably is now that I've said that. Wiz probably knows a bad thing he did that I don't know about and is just going to post it in the chat. But anywho, Gary Goldman was in third place in season 2 behind John Heffron and Alonzo Bowden. Alonzo Bowden, who was in, who's like a regular on Wait, Don't Tell Me. And then
wait, he killed that guy?
No. He was in the Tourgasm Dane Cook documentary series.
And we didn't say which guy he killed. He could have killed, like, someone who, like, definitely needed to be killed.
But yeah, so he got hospitalized. Oh, well, as for comedians. Right? Like, that's the Vince Chip Wikipedia article starting. It's immediately out of the gate like, oh, this is all bad.
No!
But Goldman was hospitalized for depression.
He's not
again,
funny in prison.
In 2017. And so that was like what led to the Great Depression. Because the Great Depression is where Goldman started to open up about his depression and his anxiety. And Apatow produced it too. So it's like Apatow, it sort of feels like, is in some ways the one who connects Gethard and Goldman.
That is great. Mask for Mask, boy, what you have missed. Did you see the show? Arg? Did you see Saturn?
Oh, he was also in Joker.
His son?
He was also in Joker, Goldman.
Argyle, you have to see Saturn
Goldman
eating
was in
his son.
Joker.
You have to see Saturn eating his son.
Okay, at least you're on topic now.
Okay, so it's Saturn with titties and nipple pasties that are just nipples.
It's Tally Medell.
It's Tally Medell, who
was in Everything Everywhere All at Once and is an amazing clown.
And they were Saturn eating their son.
Yeah.
And it was so good.
So good.
You gotta see it.
Yeah.
Goldman seems to be well regarded by a lot of nice people. That was the impression that I got.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently he killed that guy in Joker.
Yeah, he is in Joker where he killed that guy.
Wait, he is?
Yeah, he's in Joker.
And he killed that guy?
Some guy. I mean, a lot of people killed that guy in Joker.
Oh my god. That's pretty funny.
It is tricky to find a screenshot of him in Joker, but he is in Joker.
Yeah, so he
Oh,
did kill
boy.
that guy.
Is that him?
Show
Here
me.
we go. No, it's not him. This is very funny. The article is Joker actor explains how Joaquin Phoenix irritated him on set, and Joker actor is Gary Goldman. Joker actor Gary Goldman has recalled a funny story about how Joaquin Phoenix irritated him on set. Goldman, who's a comedian in real life, made an appearance as the stand-up in the scene where Phoenix's Arthur Fleck goes to a comedy club to take it all in. Arthur laughs at Goldman's comedian at slightly the wrong points with his typical piercing laugh. And it looks like Phoenix threw Goldman off while filming on set for exactly the same reason. The one thing I will say was that was a little bit irritating is when I was running through my set, there were all these extras, and they'd clearly been told I was doing well, so they were laughing and enthusiastic. And there was one extra who was so enthusiastic in his laughter that it was throwing off my timing. He was just laughing too loud, and right when I was about to say something to Todd Phillips about maybe getting that guy not to laugh so loud, I realized it was Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, you really don't need to see either one.
I can't believe it took me 6 takes to figure out that the man with the really bizarre laugh was the Joker.
That is very funny. Oh, I thought it was funny. I thought they were both pretty funny in that they were not
Did you
good.
see the second one?
Yeah.
You saw Joker Folie à Deux?
I didn't see the second one.
No, I know.
I liked the first one. I saw it with my mom.
I think you wanted to see it on Max, the one to watch.
Yeah, I was going to watch that one with my mom, too.
On Max, the one to watch.
She loves musicals.
Oh, no, you were going to see it in theaters at one point, too. And it just didn't
yeah,
work out.
because she loves musicals.
She loves musicals. The second one was so whatever.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That is what I've heard.
It was my mom saying, Emily, will you see the Joker with me? Both times. It was never me being like, Mom, will you take me to see the Joker?
No, it's just
like
surprising.
with Batman. Like I had to be like, Mommy, will you take me to see the Dark Knight?
The Joker, more like Shammy is a broker.
Oh!
Hi-yo! You are correct, sir. Emily, do you know how I got these scars? What were we watching where we were like, that person is just talking like they're the Joker recently?
Oh, it was good. I think it was Freaky Tales.
Yeah, it was in Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
Which is very good. Freaky Tales rules.
Yeah, everyone should watch Freaky Tales.
Everyone should watch it. It's especially good if you have any Bay Area connections, but I think it's really good even if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, except I don't even like King of Comedy that much.
But what was fun about the Joker is that it looked like it was written and drawn by fucking Frank Miller. And I like eat up all that grimy shit.
You do.
Like
You
I'm
do.
just like, this was written by cocaine, and all of the frames were written by cocaine. And this person has a lot of problems in their head.
This was written by cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Yup.
Joker toured with Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey. Oh, King, not Kings of Comedy. I would love it if it was the Joker, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and Bernie Mac. I bet Bernie Mac would really tear the Joker down to size with some of his riffs. Yeah, I like that the Nazis are the bad guys, and it was like, you know, they are the bad guys.
Oh yeah.
Like no, they're bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
R.I.P. Bernie Mac. Yeah. That Joker ain't right. That joke. I can't. I had it. Cocaine accessories. That
Vanessa?
Joker ain't right. That Joker ain't right. Vanessa.
Who's Vanessa?
Vanessa!
Is it a joke?
It's a Bernie Mac.
Oh. I was like, am I not getting a joke? Yes, I am not getting a joke.
Yeah. Oh! Vanessa was played by Camille Winbush, who was also in Ghost Dog: The Way of the Samurai with Forrest Whitaker.
Is there any way that we can pull up
What?
any kind of picture or still from Saturn eating his son?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can we pull that up
Yeah, we
and
can
show
definitely pull that
everyone?
up. Yeah.
Because you can still get tickets to see this, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to pick a still.
Yeah.
Just to
that's fair.
avoid slippage and make you pay for it.
Slippage?
Of the nips.
Oh, it was... You would probably be able to tell.
Why is it not in my history?
Child side.
Why is it not in my history?
Because you can still buy tickets and still see that show. So everyone truly, truly should.
There it is.
If you have not. Literally, if just for that bit. It's so incredible. Check your herstory.
I got this stream might be inappropriate for some
Check
people.
your themstory. Cheap viewers on steamboot.com. Remove space.
I don't want
We
to
gotta
remove
remove the space.
Why would I remove space? Oh, they're even
Their
on...
stream.
By the way, that stream is even on the We Are Trash People channel, not the Radio for Multiverse channel, because I just decided to stream to both. So.
Oh, yes. The Warlock Mandela. Okay, yeah. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Do you all see this? That is his son that he
That
has
is Saturn
there.
eating his son.
And during the part where it's red, there's like this dissonant tone. It's like, "Argh," and it's like, yeah,
Like that.
yeah. It's so incredible.
Like, definitely do yourself a favor and buy.
Like, truly,
Yeah.
buy it.
This
Watch
episode
it.
felt very punk rock.
It's so punk
You know,
rock.
it's like stand-up comedy is like punk rock.
Not this shit is like punk rock. This shit is like punk rock. Can you show us still from when the when it's not red? Yeah, so that just so they can get an idea of like the costuming and like the.
I mean, that's why I'm trying to go back earlier when the costuming is a little bit more together.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Do you see this?
Yeah.
It's amazing. He's just handling like his son, like the flesh. Oh my god, it's so good. Truly incredible. I kind of just want to rewatch that bit. Yeah, pasties that are nips to cover actual nips. Amazing. Tossing it around like a pigskin. Yup. So good. Apparently it was like raw chicken.
Yeah,
it can't
Geth
have
said it
been
was
raw
raw
chicken. I can't have been raw chicken because that is not safe. It looked like bologna.
Yeah. I mean,
To me,
or
Persian.
cooked chicken.
Because it was definitely like something. It looked like it might have been extruded. Must
might have been raw baby. Yeah, like Tally definitely wouldn't be eating raw chicken, so
No.
I don't.
It can't have been raw chicken though, because E. coli.
Right, and especially now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I definitely don't. It was not raw chicken. I just like don't know what it was.
Except the way they spelled it. So the Mommy's Night Out is from the
Basketball Guy, the musical.
but they spelled mommies mommies.
Yeah, capital mommies though. Capital M for the capital M for mommies.
Recombined machine separated comedy. Oh, baby.
Oh baby, I like it raw.
Oh, baby.
Oh baby, I like it raw. E. coli plus bird flu plus salmonella plus less regulations equals
So much
Saturn eating his baby.
fun. Yep.
I love America.
Mm-hmm.
I love democracy. I love the republic.
Now I can just see like Saturn saying that, like flipping his dead baby around.
I will not let this chicken, which has stood for 1,000 years, be chewed in two.
No, you are not ready. You can never be ready for that bit.
No.
Truly, you cannot.
No.
It's transcendent.
Yeah, you can't be ready, and I think it's important that you know that ain't nothing you can do.
Nope.
Can't be ready.
Nope.
Do you know the tragedy of Darth Sanders the Wise?
Should we go through and say what our favorite
thought
sketches are from all of that shows that we've seen so far?
All of that shows, or just this one? What do you mean by favorite sketches? Also,
I think I mean like bit
like favorite performer.
or performance of that
Okay.
show.
Because I was like, they are not sketches. Yeah, favorite segment.
Oh man, Fluval, you're looking rough.
What? Oh.
You're looking a little rough. I've been doing, or intern Christy's done a lot of like shoving you in her pocket lately.
Yeah, you gotta stop doing that. This was what intern Forrest was concerned about.
I mean, it's okay. I can fix him.
Do I smell? Because intern Forrest had custody of him in an airport. And that might be why he smells now.
No, but I do think that there is crud from intern Forrest's pocket on him.
There
now,
is.
like embedded in his tail.
There 100% is. Yeah. No, there 100% are crumbs on him now.
Yeah, Night of 1,000
Which I hate
Co-hosts.
because it's consumable matter.
Definitely an all-over fave.
No, TSA didn't touch grubby Fluval. What does intern Forrest keep in its nasty little pockets is...
Crumbs.
Yeah. Look, when you try...
Exactly! Mask! Exactly!
You try being stuck in a convention center for 8 hours a day, and you're gonna see if you don't end up with crumbs in your filthy pockets is... Why shouldn't I take it? A cookie. Why shouldn't I take it?
Why shouldn't I take it? It's mine.
It's mine.
It's come to me.
It came to me. This card from the U.S. Army booth. Why shouldn't I take it?
Exactly.
It came to me.
Why shouldn't I?
Nasty pockets is... Da-da-da-da-da. Nasty pockets is and the search for Aragorn. Or the search for Gollum. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that, like, I don't know what was in there. I don't know what's in those pockets, I gotta say.
It's also adult film title. Yep. Nasty Pockets.
Yeah, I don't know what's in those pockets is also an adult film title. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I think the, that's fine.
Don't you dare.
The Saturn one was up there.
Yeah. Saturn was up there.
The Human Blender is hard to top.
Human Blender was amazing.
I really liked the X-Master duo.
I really liked Josh Sharp. I really like both of his bits,
both.
but the first time it was the more like, whoa!
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, we didn't know what to expect.
The first time was much more chaos, which I loved. I liked the... I liked making sandwiches for all the comedians. I really liked when Martin had wrote comedy for Geth to perform.
Oh, that was good.
Oh,
I really liked Business Casual's songs.
Yeah, they were good. And I liked them in LA too as the referees. But LA was such its own thing, you know.
Personal and bestest friend doing
Yeah.
favorite best stand-up set. Who?
Who's your personal and bestest friend?
Yeah. And will you make Fluval sad if it's not Fluval?
I don't do stand up.
That's true. You do trivia.
I mean, like, I liked the
That was very funny.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see about the 24-hour of that show because,
Yes. Judd Apatow, of course, LG's personal best
Yeah.
friend.
but just like, how do you do 24 hours of live in-person comedy?
Right. I'm so stoked.
Breaking news. Hacks breakout Robbie Hoffman to co-write and star in unentitled comedy series and works at HBO.
Unentitled?
Yeah.
So it's just a very like chill, humble.
As Jimmy
comedy.
and Kayla's new assistant Randy, Robbie Hoffman has been a scene stealer on the current 4th season of Max.
Wait, so is that the same people that like gave her
It was Showtime.
the show? Okay, so this isn't
Yeah,
Showtime.
This is in
now.
development too, also. HBO has put into development Unentitled, a comedy starring Hoffman. It will be co-written by her and Carrie Dornetto. The duo will executive produce alongside veteran HBO-based producer Carolyn Strauss, who is better known for her work from the sleeping drama series like Game of Thrones and Last of Us, but also recently executive produced another comedian-led HBO series, Somebody Somewhere, starring Bridget Everett.
Oh, that was good.
In Unentitled, Hoffman plays a version of herself. It follows contrarian Robbie Hoffman as she pursues her dream of making a living as a comedian, trying to bend the world to her will. So it might be the Rivka show. It might be Rivka, but reworked to fit HBO. But that's true. I mean, ways that DCM was 24 hours of comedy for multiple days. I'm just glad it's all streamed, I think, is the thing. Yeah, and I did like when John Mulaney had that band that had never been on TV before. That was a great show moment.
They made their TV debut.
Oh, it's going to get messy and insane. Like, that's the thing. Having it messy and insane and filmed is so much more chaotic and crazier. Like,
I like how Gethard, like, he started with, like, all right, like, what have I been doing lately? Like, I mean, I'll have comedians on. I'll just do, like, a comedy showcase. It'll be easy. It'll be fine. And then, like, he got this bug in his brain that was, like, be chaos! And now it's just all chaos.
I mean, I think it's also that, like, Jersey Dave and Banana Man,
Yeah.
like, as a duo is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's midnight to midnight.
Smart.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think it's also like he getting it out of his system again has to be good. Because not like Beautiful Anonymous doesn't go weird, but it's not as...
It's not the same.
He's not in control of how chaotic that gets.
No, and he doesn't get to, like, have all of his little chaos friends, like, doing chaos shit. Like, he doesn't get to, like, have... Like, anything
It's
that's
so
only
different.
two people can't be the same level of chaos.
That's what I'm saying, is it's so different. And, like, yeah, he gets to just go huge with it. And weird with it in a way I really love. And, like, feels like his groove's back. It's so true.
He's gonna wash his dirty little hands. They've got cred on them from the Chris Gethard show 10 years ago.
Yeah, just like Feltville. Mm-hmm. Just like Intern Forrest's pockets.
Just like Intern Forrest's pockets. Incredible.
Yeah.
Friends, thank you so much for joining us for this post show. Is there any part of the show that we haven't talked about or anything about the show or other that shows that you would like us to chat about? The soundboard was amazing.
I love that it keeps growing in like sophistication of production every week or every month, I should say. And
it really does seem, oh my God, that I really loved. Josh Sharp with his crowd work bit ran into the production booth, and I think the director was just like, ah!
Working in comedy is like working in coffee, which is like Intern Forrest's pockets.
Oh!
He better let Connor have as many hours as he wants to do whatever. Absolutely, yeah.
Haven't heard about John Mulaney.
Like a liar.
Oh, there he is. Now you've heard from him.
Ah! Yeah, Josh fucking crushed it.
Josh crushed. And
that was
crushed
very
him.
funny.
I did laugh when you just said would.
Yeah. Very, very funny.
Yeah, you should also, if you haven't, you should go back and watch his CGP episode where he does 3 talk shows at once. It was very good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Thank you all for joining us for this That Show post show.
Us.
Thank you if you did for joining Phony and the gang for the Random Clave earlier tonight.
Yes.
Where Fukumoto was named the new Random, but we got to reunite with people who haven't been on these airwaves in years.
And we had an incredible appearance from Wizworld.
Yes, from Cardinal Franco, who spoke entirely in Latin the whole time.
Magnifico.
Fabuloso, as George Lucas would stamp.
Yeah.
And speaking of George Lucas, be sure to join us next week for even more Star Wars trivia.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because May the 4th Be With You is coming up next week. And next week, when do you think May the 4th is?
That's too bad.
May the 4th is next Sunday, and Wednesday is the 7th. So we're doing some late May the 4th Be With You trivia next week. And we'll see you then.
We're gonna. Well,
I will, at least.
Yeah, Fluval will, and intern Christy will.
I have your coordinates.
It's true.
Here he comes, swimming closer than farther away. Is his attention span the normal of attention? Here he comes, swimming closer than farther away. Is his attention span the normal of attention that the goldfish possesses?